Hello and welcome to another episode of the Wake Game Sleep podcast, a podcast that's mostly about gaming anyway. This is episode 18. I'm your co-host Common Sense. Sometimes I go by Zach, and I'm joined, of course, as always, by this train wreck of a team and my fellow co-hosts, the awe-inspiring and not so much in a good way, Matt Barnes, and my weekend bunkmate, Sweet.
Yeah, Woo! Buddy.
What's going on?
Welcome back.
Is anyone still recuperating from the festivities from this past weekend?
No, just from the heat.
Yes.
Yeah, the heat has been consistent.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And we dealt a little bit with it over the weekend, but it was an amazing time. You know, for wonderful shenanigans late at night to even going to festivals. It was an absolute amazing time. So cheers to you guys.
Yeah.
I don't want to know what you guys did when I wasn't there.
Stop it. You were in the front seat, bud.
Yeah, you were there the whole time. Don't lie to people. We got in an awesome argument with Matt. It was a heavy debate late one night. So bad that Sweet actually had to put himself to bed.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. And I heard I woke up to nightmares. So, yeah.
And then Sweet decided to take it upon himself to do some house improvements to Zach's house.
Yes. Lesson learned, people. When you have people that were not able to drive a vehicle, leave it behind your car and try to move around, it will not work on an inverted driveway. Yes, so try again.
So we got some early construction done for us. We were planning on redoing the porch at some point, and Sweet helped us get ahead of it a little bit earlier than we were anticipating.
It was fixed. It was fixed. Like what Matt said, I had to go Bob the Builder on the patio.
Woke up with cinder block in my driveway.
Next time, I suggest just checking the car that's parked behind you. You know, see if there's the keys in their car.
Especially when he announces that he's leaving the keys
in your car.
Yeah, I shouted it as soon as I entered Zach's place.
Yeah,
but I can understand forgetting that.
Yeah,
everything's good. Nobody died.
Yep.
Yes, no one died. It was a really fun weekend, and nobody was too mad anyway.
No, everything's fixed. Everything's good. So yes.
Well, I've been pretty darn excited to be talking about this episode because we did just have an episode last Tuesday where we were talking about the state of play, but in between recordings, we were treated to a bunch of gaming announcements. So I've been at the edge of my seat to talk to you guys. We were treated to summergamefest, Xbox Showcase, and we even got a Nintendo Direct back-to-back. So I thought there was just so much content that we could be talking about this time. And holy crud, we were overloaded with even more than I was anticipating.
Yeah, by the time that I arrived within your neck of the woods, I was letting you know left and right of the announcements. I think the one that when I arrived, it was Summer Games Fest. And then all of a sudden we rolled right into Xbox and then right into Nintendo, which I know you probably want to jump into the most about because one of your most anticipated ones is finally announced.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I can't wait to get into it all, honestly. But is there anything that you guys saw from them that really, jumped out at you? Threw you for a loop?
The one that threw me into the loop is I can't believe Bandai Namco brought back Ace Combat. So this is Ace Combat 8.
Yes.
And I remember playing the original ones on PlayStation, and it was just a sense of nostalgia and absolutely wonderful. Even hearing Spyro's back, I mean, that blew my mind. But I know I'm getting ahead of myself. How about you, Matt?
To be honest, I didn't pay attention.
Fair enough.
What?
I had guests coming over. I was preparing for guests this weekend, and then this week it's been pretty busy at work, so I have not been.
Oh, so you haven't caught up on anything yet?
No, I haven't. So I'm hearing this.
I thought you were just having a running joke there.
No,
yeah.
No, I didn't. Unfortunately get a chance. I'm gonna have to watch this episode back to know what games I should be thinking about.
Well, I highly recommend watching the Summer Game Fest. That was really good. And then, I mean, if you're at all a Nintendo person, of course, the Nintendo Direct. I think you can just read a summary of Xbox since you don't even have the console.
They pulled something amazing, and that was great. And I think, and I'm not trying to be mean for the people that love Microsoft and Xbox, but, for the last couple of years or so, especially within last year, people thought that, yeah, Xbox was dying or almost dead. But when they had that massive announcement from, Mass Effect to everything, and then your CEO that tells everyone within the main physical audience that they're getting the limited edition brand new Xboxes free of charge, that I think they're trying to rebrand themselves as a sense of reliability, and it's good to see that back instead of just being like the 1-2 punch of Nintendo and then
Yeah,
PlayStation. I'm
it
glad
was pretty
they're
darn
putting their name back.
refreshing to see it, right? I
Yeah.
mean, it felt like a flashback to when Xbox was going real strong back in those early thousands times, right?
Yes.
Gosh, yeah. And so that new green Xbox looks so cool. I
Hmm.
know that, Sweet, you were just talking about the fact that you owned the see-through Nintendo 64 back in the day, right?
I do, and then mine was like a teal, and I know they had like a similar like lime green or something like that. Correct me if
Yeah.
I'm wrong, chat, but that is what I remembered. When I saw this, I was just like, yeah, that sense of nostalgia hit,
Oh my gosh, I
with
know.
everything. But
Yeah.
it's so good. It's so good to never, count anyone or anything out fully. It's absolutely remarkable. But what do you guys think regarding with Xbox?
So I used to be a big Xbox guy back in the day. I actually would always support, like, argue that Xbox was better, but PlayStation just became better and better every system. And Xbox, the main game everybody even played it for, which I loved playing a lot, was Halo, right?
Hmm.
So once I kind of got bored, or they stopped making Halo games. Why? And nowadays, with how big, expensive a game it costs, I mean, a gaming system costs, I'm not going to buy a gaming system for just one game. I need like multiple games to draw me in, right?
Right, yeah, I can see that. But I think that Xbox might be losing its exclusivity in a lot of different ways, but I do think that with this newest showcase, it's going to get like a whole new slew of gamers. I mean, I
Hmm.
hope that everything that's like rumored about that Project Helix and everything ends up coming true for them, and then they end up being able to focus a little bit more on their little independent games, and so their fans can feel a little bit more content. But I do think the fact that Halo is coming out on all these other consoles is ultimately a good move for them because it's
Yeah,
just going to
I
revitalize Halo, and that looked so good,
It
right?
does. And
It
what blew my
gosh,
mind a little bit, even the simplest things, they have it also in third person. And I was
oh my
watching
gosh,
someone doing a playthrough. Oh my God.
yeah,
So,
I know,
yep,
and
that's going to be something
actually
different.
seeing that, I'm like, I'll play that entire game in third person.
Yes. I remember, I think that was like the first game where it was like I beat it multiple times, not the original, play the game and then beat it again. Like I played it multiple times with the multiplayer and then used the whole campaign and beat it multiple times because I just had to keep playing it again. I loved it so much. But
Yes,
yeah.
yeah, I know. I can't wait to see it with modern graphics, actually. So
Mhm.
I'm almost definitely going to be getting that for PlayStation.
Mhm.
But yeah, you mentioned Spyro. I am so excited that Toys for Bob is continuing that because those remastered trilogy games were so good. You guys said you didn't play those, right?
It's been a long time, but what I truly felt is that a couple years ago when they announced everything for Crash Bandicoot, with the
Hmm.
insane trilogies and then they did
Yes.
4,
Hmm.
I was like they gotta do Spyro. They're gonna bring Spyro back because it's usually a 1-2 punch with Crash and Spyro. And sure enough, finally a couple years later, back with a brand new adventure. Even Rayman, that was really good to have. I know we talked about it a
Yeah,
little bit.
Rayman. Yeah.
The previous episode. It's good to have Rayman back as well. How about you, Matt?
So the last time I played Spyro, I mean, I did love playing it when I was younger, but the last time I played it was when it was on like PS1.
Hey, that's fine. Well, the remastered makes it feel so much like that PS1 version. Like they didn't really change too much. They just made it more modern graphics, but everything else is exactly the same. So if you liked it at all, definitely pick it up again and get yourself prepared. I actually recently went and replayed all those remasters and 100% at all of them. So that was really fun to go back to.
Yeah, but you're probably a completionist, right?
I was with those games because those ones are easy to 100%.
Yeah. Some games are like ridiculous to 100%. Some games online you can't even 100%, right?
Yeah, or I know we were talking about it in another episode, but like you have to go back and replay the game like 4 different times just to beat it different ways.
Yeah.
Those ones are the ones that are the roughest for me. I mean, if I can't do it at least in a couple run-throughs, then I'm pretty much out.
And WoW, the thing I hated about like achievements and stuff is some were like time gated. So say for example, in that season, if you didn't get one from like getting a certain rank, you could never get it.
Yeah.
You can't, which always felt bad.
But with things that just took me off guard about announcements, I just could not believe at Summer Games Fest they ended up announcing that Code Veronica remake with Resident Evil. That looked pretty cool. I know Matt has no idea what I'm talking about, but I just think that Capcom has been doing such a good job with keeping Resident Evil something relevant and up to date like that with all of their remakes, and all of them have been pretty darn awesome so far. So
yeah.
and
Especially with the new
conveniently
one
for
that
me,
just
they
came
run
out
on my
this
Switch.
year. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably a Game of the Year candidate. Well, before the announcements hit, but it was just.
I know before all the other announcements came out.
Yeah, they're just like, yeah, but the first half, yeah, it was a Game of the Year candidate. Now let's go with all these other ones that are coming out in 2026.
Yeah. But
So,
Matt, I know you're a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan, so the other one that really took me off guard was The Last Ronin. I heard that that game has been in and out of development forever, but finally they're announcing that it is officially going to be releasing at some point.
hell
I don't think they
yeah.
have a date or anything, but at least it's still going.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I definitely play that. Yeah, I loved Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when I was a kid.
Yeah, me too.
I own some Magic cards from it too. I bought the deck. Have never played it because nobody wants to play Magic with me.
Stop it.
What a loser. The other one that I saw at Summer Games Fest, though, that you would be interested in, Matt, was Monster Hunter Wilds. It's getting a big update.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, pretty large. Yeah, it's significant. It even said massive update on the headline for it. But it's adding like a sky zone, basically. So you're a little...
so a whole new zone. That's
a whole new zone. Yep. So new monsters
I'd be down to
and everything.
I'd be down to go and carry you in that again.
It's like, that's for the Magic card comment, you fool.
Yeah, I guess I'll eat it this time, but you just wait. Actually, we do have some of those streamed. If anybody wants to look up Common Sense's Twitch channel, you can see how garbage Matt is in that game, just for reference.
Whoa, what are you talking about? This guy over here was dying while I was killing everything. I forgot that we recorded those. I forgot that we recorded those.
Yeah, Matt used to stream with me back in the day.
I was the sweet voice only, right?
Sweet voice only.
You were,
yep.
Yeah, you were.
Yep.
I was the sweet before the sweet.
That's right. You were the semi-sweet.
Yeah.
Some might call him bitter, actually.
Oh my gosh. Let's talk about a little bit more, Zach, with your wheelhouse though. The last announcement, Nintendo Direct. Now, before we go into the main one, we all know that you want to talk about the most.
Oh, come on.
I got a conspiracy theory for one. Now, before the main announcement that hit of the last game, that I know we'll go in more detail about, they dropped Kingdom Hearts 4 along with more HD collection of 1, 2, and what was it, 3 or 3.5?
Yep. It's like all of the games in one collection. Yeah.
I have a conspiracy theory with that with 4. Do you guys remember with Super Smash Brothers Ultimate? Do you know who the last character was?
Sora.
So it makes me wonder if there was between, Square Enix and Nintendo of a little secret deal that
That's true. That's a good
when they
point.
announced Kingdom Hearts 4 that Nintendo would get first dibs.
Well, I
So
know
I
that
thought about that.
Square must have a good relationship with Nintendo because I
Yes.
remember when Kingdom Hearts released on, was it the Vita? They had that
Yeah.
Birth by Sleep game that Nintendo
Mhm.
was vying to have their own individual releases. So they ended up coming out with a couple of them, but they ended up having Dream Drop Distance was one of them, and then the other glitched one that I can't remember. So I'm sure that they're continuing that relationship in some degree, but I was so surprised that it can even run on the Switch too, quite honestly, with those graphics. So yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right.
Yep. And then we'll talk about the other game that they announced right after that. What was that game again?
What was it called? Something. Oh yeah, Ocarina of Time. You know it.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
see
gosh, I was
shaking
telling you
of the
guys that
head.
I just replayed that and I beat it, and gosh, those graphics look so awesome, so much better than I was anticipating. I know we only got like a 2-second glimpse of Link, but that was enough for me. Once I started seeing that guy talking over that like cloth that's on the wall, that overhang or whatever, and then I saw the Deku tree pop up, I'm like, no way, it's true. My dreams.
So we won't hear from you much that month, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be talking much in December in general. Long story
Yeah,
short.
exactly. But Matt, we probably won't expect anything from you because it's probably GTA 6. And people that right now they're a little bit upset with the people for the Ocarina of Time remake is the GTA 6 people because they're waiting for their own announcement as well. We know it's in November, hopefully. But it's just oh my gosh. It is I'm glad that it can have those reactions. And it
Yeah,
was a
but
funny thing. It was a funny thing because I was watching, I was like, no one really cried when there was an announcement of GTA 6. When there was an announcement of Ocarina of Time remake, people cried everywhere. So it just makes me wonder what type of people love these genres of games.
Yeah,
well,
that's. I mean,
I was talking to my friend. I just wonder how different it's going to be because they look like they put a lot of effort into those graphics. I wonder how much more of like content they're actually adding to it or how much they'll change because I feel like if they change it too much, they're going to hurt a lot of the fan base. But if they don't change it enough, they're probably going to have a lot of people that wouldn't be interested in picking it up because the original was just like a big empty field basically back then.
Yeah.
They just probably used AI to recreate all these remakes. You know how a lot of
Not
remakes are coming
Nintendo.
out.
No, they did
Not
not.
Nintendo.
They used. All right, Nintendo used
Square
better
apparently.
AI.
Oh my gosh, did you see the backlash about the Kingdom Hearts poster that they used? They used
No.
AI to make it. So Donald Duck has
I
like
saw that,
5 fingers on one hand and 4 on another. Oh, but the Nintendo Direct was so awesome. It had a little bit more about Dusk Bloods that I've been talking about on this pod quite a bit. They have Dragon's Dogma 2 coming to it. I didn't even think that game could possibly run on this either. So a lot of good things. I know that some of them are like older games, but even still, because we missed out on them on the original Switch because it wasn't strong enough, I'm pretty excited for it because I can play them all portably now.
So what you're saying is me and this guy are going to have to buy a Switch too.
I would love it if you did. I mean, there's a lot of multiplayer games that are potentially coming out. In fact, that Dragon Wilds game that you were talking about, RuneScape, that is coming out for Switch 2. It was announced as well, so I might buy it for that and just play with you guys portably if you end up getting it.
Do you know if it's going to be cross-platform?
Going back to, I believe it was, State of Play. I think when it comes to like the best multiplayer game for all of us, It was that yokai game. That
Yes,
is the
that looks
one that I think
awesome.
that would be fantastic for all of us. I know we kind of talked about it for the previous episode, and now we
Yeah,
can
last
go
episode when
more.
we were specifically talking about State of Play,
Yeah,
but yeah, that's 3 people only, so we better be jumping into that.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but like, it would be a lot of fun, especially if we just don't put it on the easiest difficulty.
You are hilarious, sir.
All right.
So, just so everybody who's listening or watching us knows, we recorded gameplay of us playing Marvel Invasion. I know we talked about it a little bit in the last episode, but we actually wanted to post that, and then it ended up being not postable. But Matt, the whole time, was just like saying
So
how easy it was, and
easy.
I was really
It's
hoping our audience
easy.
would actually be able to hear him
Easy.
just be such a shit talker over there, but I guess they'll never see it. So if you keep hearing Matt throw in those easy comments, that's what he's constantly referring to.
Well, none of us died. Not once. Not even close. Well, Zach came the closest. Just to show you how good his gameplay is.
Wow. Wow.
This guy's all
Wow.
talk, just for the record.
Yes, he is.
All talk. And when he was over this weekend, I whooped him at ping pong.
Yeah, no, you definitely did that.
Whooped him.
Yeah.
The other type of pong.
It was my first
not so
time in my
much.
defense, but yes, he definitely whooped me.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
never went one-on-one together with that one, so who can say?
That is true.
Since we are still trying to calm down from all of those announcements, though, from this past week, I did want to spend some time this episode talking a little bit about how much those announcements have changed over the years and get a little bit more of your perspectives when looking at all of those changes that we've seen. Because I know that Summer Games Fest is pretty new now, and all of those individual showcases that they do scattered around are a little bit newer anyway. So, do you guys have any fond memories of those old gaming announcements that I'm talking about?
Good old-fashioned E3.
Oh, yeah. I know. That's basically the one I wanted to get to anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I loved E3. I used to live for it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Were you going to say anything else to that?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, my cat was attacking my hand. Yeah. I used to watch every BlizzCon, because they make WoW, So
Yep.
I used to watch all their BlizzCons, so I knew exactly what was potentially coming out in WoW and stuff like that.
That was the main announcement that you would watch? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, well, BlizzCon, they would talk about all their games, so that is the main one I probably consistently watch every year.
Usually with me was a 1-2 punch of E3 and then the video game awards at the end of the year. So I know that has still a lot of stature, like the sense of importance, because they always give you. I'll never forget that pretty much with the video game awards, it's like the wraparound for the coming year. You'll always have the announcements of the games for the following year, but when you have the video game awards start having the trailers and everything, that gives you a sense it's like, okay, it's closer than expected now. This is a reality. And then more with E3, it was hype, announcements, gameplay trailers. I know we can go into this little bit that with this wonderful week that we just had with video games, people were talking about it online as like it was the best week of announcements for video games since E3 2016. And people, if you don't remember what that one was,
long time ago.
Good Lord, 10 years, 10 years.
Yeah,
and these were the
crazy.
announcement of these games of Death Stranding 1, God of War, you had Spider-Man, you had Tekken 7. I mean, I know that there's more and I missed some, I forgot. I know there was a lot of games because I saw the list and I was like, holy cow. But, I can go with recency bias and I can be like, that was absolutely amazing with what we just witnessed. But yeah, it was
Yeah,
literally
2016
death
though.
row.
Strong year for announcements, definitely.
Yes,
Yeah.
most definitely.
Did you say Breath of the Wild?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, because that was the one I was just like, no way. An open world Zelda?
Yes.
That was crazy. How long would you say that you guys... Sorry,
just a side question, because it just popped into my head. How would you feel if they tried to make, I Ocarina of Time remake into a little bit of open world.
Well, it was already.
I know, but even more.
In what way, though? Like, I don't know how you would make that game more open world because it was like free roam. You could always go to all the locations ahead of time, other than the
Right,
dungeons, obviously.
right. But I would just say combining more within the recent games
Oh, I
and
feel like
then
it's
having it.
almost definitely going to be like larger, like NPC type of discussions and things
Mm-hmm.
like that. I bet you there's going to be more side questy type of things that you can complete. I know that there were a few in the original, but looking back at it, that whole game was basically open world. I think it was like one of the original open worlds, more sandboxy, I guess, because it did have
Mm-hmm.
its separate sections. But I
Gotcha.
don't know. I don't know how you could improve on that aspect other than
You
like
cannot
filling
include
out the
upon
world.
perfection. Yes.
Right? Yeah, exactly. The only thing I hope that they better improve on is that I don't want to freaking go to the start menu every time I need to put on my iron boots. Okay.
Hey, listen. Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You're not a keep it classic kind of guy.
Not with menus. No, they menus have come a long way. They better freaking update it.
You want some quality of life changes, is what you're saying.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. How long would you guys say that you've stayed up to date with gaming announcements in general overall, though?
I'm bad at staying to
Hit
up
and
to date
Yeah,
on
miss.
Matt
gaming.
still isn't
Yeah.
actually. So
Yeah,
bad
Yeah,
yeah.
no.
question for him. I'm sorry. I take
Mine
it
is hit and
back.
miss. I think it's more based upon companies than myself. So, you know, any announcements, unless you have like, things going viral of specialized trailers that you see on social media, otherwise I'm gonna miss it. But I do try to keep an eye out with certain companies that I love, obviously with Ubisoft. Absolutely try my best. You'll eventually miss some, but the thing
Yeah, of
is
course.
that you're gonna hear it once with like gameplay and stuff like that. As you can tell, chat, just like with Helldivers, I'm a little bit late to the party with a few games, but the thing
Couple
about it
years,
is
actually.
that yeah, few years, but it's just hey, it's never too late to go into a wonderful adventure.
That is true. I fully believe that. So no matter if you
Hmm.
wait a couple years and wait until games are like 75% off, that's fine. All the
Yeah,
power to you.
I'm
last
actually
year I started Red Dead Redemption 2, so kudos to me. And I know that game's been out like since what, 2018?
Great
But
game
yeah.
too.
I'm
Hmm.
actually excited because me and Sweet been friends for like forever, like over 10 years, right? Sweet,
16.
16 years.
Woo.
And the whole entire time, like we see each other all the time, but we've never really played video games together because he's had his type, I had my type. But now that he's come this way a little and I've come this way a little, we've been able to play video games
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
often
Well, I'm
now.
hoping with all of
Yeah.
our different like game preferences, we can kind of always meet in the middle somewhere, right? Or at
It's
least step
always
outside of
true,
our
but
comfort
it's
zone and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
yeah, it's true, but it's not true because the thing is that we talk about the sports games. We did Madden a little bit within previous episodes, but the first game that we truly did play together, it was on like different things when we were in college, was Borderlands 2. We did play that together.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
were
So, but
saying
yes,
you did the midnight release for that one, right?
yes, I did. Yep, YOLO.
That's so awesome.
And for the young people out there, YOLO, that is our version, I guess you could say, of 6-7.
I think even the young people know what YOLO is. Okay. All in all, though, would you say that you're satisfied with those separate type of announcements that they do nowadays, with like Xbox and PlayStation and Nintendo all having their separate things instead of E3, where everybody all kind of congregated together?
I think how they organized it this year was perfect, where
That is a great way
everyone
of
had
putting
their own
it.
day.
Yep, I actually
If you
really
want
like
to
that.
have your own thing, that's fine. Do it on the same week. Put all your cards on the deck, but it has to be the same week. That's all we request. If you don't want to do like an E3 anymore, you don't want to do an expo, you don't want to complain about the prices or a pandemic or whatever and say this killed this, then just have your presentation on the same week as everyone else.
Yeah, am
And
I
then that's it.
imagining it, or is this like the first year that they've done that?
First year they've done that.
Because that was crazy how it ended up working out like that. But I
Mhm.
loved it so much. It just was like one consistent week of entertainment for me. Such like
Correct.
a video game lover. I got like something each day, basically.
You got your
Yep.
fix.
Yeah, I got my
Yes.
fix. But it is kind of hard for me to believe that like gaming announcements started off as like smaller type of magazines with how far they've come now. Like in publications like Nintendo Power and Game Informer.
Mhm.
That was like really the only way as a kid that I used to be able to stay updated. Were either of you subscribed to any of those?
Yeah, I would grab random copies of a store that you probably know. Same thing with you, Matt. That has been gone for a long time. Of Electronics Boutique.
Yeah. Well, it's not gone. It's
So
GameStop now. So it's
yeah,
just different.
it's technically gone, but yeah.
No, I
But
mean it got bought out, but
no,
technically same company.
I know, and I remember going to the mall those days where they were separate stores, and it was an awesome feeling. But yes, um, but yeah, just a few copies here and there, especially with the games that you fell in love with. So yeah,
Oh,
most
okay. So
likely.
not actually subscribed then, huh?
No.
What about you, man?
I wasn't subscribed. My buddy, back in the day, he had a subscription, and so I would just see through him.
Which one? Game Informer?
I think it was Game Informer. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I had too. I was definitely subscribed. But I loved reading all those articles. But if gaming things were what they are now when I was a kid, I would have just been in my glory. I would have been even more of a gaming nerd than I am currently, if I could even be.
Yeah, I could see that.
But yeah, I do really miss those E3 days. Do you guys remember the death of E3?
More like of an announcement. Um, I it wasn't really the same because of when the pandemic hit, killed 2020, and then it wasn't really the same. I think they did cancel it in 2021 as well. And then when 2022 hit, it felt like the nail in the coffin because it wasn't as big. And then the
Yes.
following year, they're just like, yeah, this is it. So,
Yeah, I remember
um,
like year to year back then, it was like more and more companies said, "Oh, we're not doing E3 this year. We're not doing E3 this year." And then
yeah.
when E3 actually happened, there was like nobody actually announcing games during it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was actually really sad to watch.
Yeah, it
But
was.
yeah, COVID, rough time.
Yep. Bleep COVID. But yeah.
Bleep. Well, I'm glad that you're censoring yourself.
Yep. Keeping it fair.
So you would say though that you prefer it the way it is now overall,
I think it's more along the
as
lines
long as it's in
where,
that like back-to-back announcement like it was this year, because I don't
yeah,
think it's ever going to happen again.
the same week, but in my opinion, when you had the expo with E3, is that you were trying to create pressure of making sure that the presentation was good, your whole area said so on and so forth. And I remember even for the fact that it wasn't just video games, it was also the consoles itself. Having
Right.
the display said so on and so forth.
Yep.
All that's gone now. You don't have to worry about the displays. You don't have to worry about people doing demos and the gameplay and stuff like that. It's all digital. So what that is trying to say is that you better know your stuff, you better have your presentation, and you just have to make sure that when you do your presentation, whether if it's Xbox, whether if it's the State of Play, whether if it's Nintendo Direct, or the Summer Game Awards or the Video Game Awards at the end of the year, like it's all based upon your presentation now. There's no more excuses. That's just pretty much it. If you want to keep delaying it 5 times in a row like GTA 6, then so be it. But
Well, that you
I
did
just
bring
like
up a
it.
good point though with
Yeah,
those like the live gameplay type of demo stuff.
yeah,
That's what I really miss actually from it, because I remember like I'm not a huge racing game fan, but
right.
even I would like love to watch those like live Forza sessions when they would just show off how beautiful those games looked when they were coming out.
To
Plus,
counterpoint that, Zach. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Matt.
I was gonna say, plus then you get to see, you might uh, see somebody else playing the game and like it, and then you might try it, right?
Yeah.
I was just going to say, to counterpoint that, Zach, the only thing that I would add now that's better, and it feels like they do it more often than regular, is whether if it's a fighting game, whether if it's an RPG, whether whatever the subgenre is that when they do a game announcement, they'll have and sneak in being like, oh, this brand new character is going to be available today, or it's going to be available within like a week or so. So it gives you that sense of anticipation.
No,
Like
that's
when
true.
you can do demos on, in person with the E3, that's great. But the thing about it is that those people will have a first on-hand experience compared to everybody that gets it released at the same exact time. So I guess you can go with the factor of everybody can enjoy it now instead of just like a sense of, secluded people.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. I think.
How do you guys feel about streamer privilege?
I'm not against it.
Same.
Why do you ask?
Mm-hmm.
Because do you like the fact that like these people, just because they're streamers, they get to play a game way ahead of time, or ahead of time usually?
Yes, because and we can probably have a whole episode about marketing and advertisement type of stuff, but that is how nowadays companies are advertising their games. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, they try to get it out to as many hands as possible, and people who are like quote unquote professional gamer type of people, because if those people give it a good review, so many other people are going to end up purchasing it in the end.
Correct.
I feel like that's true, but that's why I like when I'm watching somebody, I like the more honest people. Like you can tell, like they'll actually say this game is crap or this game is good, because a lot of those people are also getting paid to review those games.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, not all the time, though.
Yep,
I mean,
that's true.
Yeah, I really don't think like official game review companies who are getting them and also streaming them live, like IGN, they stream their games sometimes, especially the person who's like supposed to be reviewing it. And when they come out, they're still going to give it realistic numbers, I feel. Maybe not in all cases. I mean, who knows what's actually happening behind the scenes, I guess, right?
Well, think about it, though. A bigger streamer could say it, but a smaller streamer might be like, shit, crap, I just got paid for this. I need to give a good review, because if not, the company's not going to reach out to me in the future.
Well, there are almost definitely things like that happening.
Especially with the pay-to-win ones.
Yep.
Yeah.
Viewers, we would always give you our honest opinion.
Yeah, we will. We don't hold back on this show, right, guys?
No.
Not even to each other, actually. I do definitely, though, 100% prefer the way that announcements are done now. I mean, there might be some aspects of them that I miss with E3 and all those announcements that happened back in the day. Like with gaming magazines, for example, I really miss how much detail they went into with each of those individual games, because I feel like a lot of announcements kind of like gloss over it really fast. But I think that Jeff Keighley has really created something awesome with the Game Awards, especially now that it's done like 2 times a year. I have just like something to look forward to, once in the summer and then once around the holiday times. So it makes me feel like a kid again.
Speaking of Jeff Keighley, do you miss Attack of the Show?
What is that? I don't even know what that is.
You don't remember Attack of the Show?
I have no idea. No.
Wow.
Ooh, I'm learning something new. Teach me.
Wow.
Even
I'm surprised it's not. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Tell me what it is.
You don't remember G4?
I know G4.
Right, but that was the mainstream show that they had. Olivia Munn was on it. Like, yeah.
I forgot that she was in it.
No.
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all.
I can't believe I stumped you with that. Holy crap. But yeah.
Well, you got to at least tell the audience what it is. I mean, when I looked it up, it said like 2012 or something. So tell everybody what it is.
It goes within this episode, Zach, where the fact is, it's just like they do, like, they talk about updates with games, announcements. They talk more with the communications of what's going on. How can I say it? It was like the Today Show for video gamers.
Yeah. Zach, when he was younger, he wasn't as much of a nerd. He was a cool guy back then.
I didn't consider myself a gamer until like post-college times.
Wow.
I was a big nerd, but very privately.
There you go.
One of those shut-in type of nerds, actually. Have you guys ever had the privilege, though, of attending any of those announcement type of events in person?
I
I've
did
always
not.
wanted to go to E3 when I was younger.
Same.
Yeah, I would love to go to one. So, I mean, hopefully we're not too old, but
Not too
Stop
old.
it.
listen, I got more gray hairs than non-gray hairs now.
But you're just
You're gonna be the
prematurely
Anderson
graying
Cooper
over
for video
there.
gamers. That's what's gonna happen. You're the Anderson Cooper of video gamers.
Yeah.
All right, so out of everything you saw at the end of it, what was the best thing that you saw? Is there like one of the hard hitters that you thought was going to be like the one that stands alone? I mean, we didn't see anything GTA, so you can't give that as your answer.
No.
Which one do you think is going to like sell the most?
I think we know that one. But
What?
yeah.
What one?
Stop it. You know what's gonna sell the most. You
are
know
you talking
exactly
Ocarina?
what
No
you
way. It's not going to sell
Yes.
the most. No.
Oh, absolutely.
Out of all the games that we
Absolutely.
saw announced, no way.
You want to know why? I'll tell you why. Is because when it's considered one of the greatest games, you're going to have that age category buy it, but now that it's a remake, it's going to introduce it within the younger age generations, so you have twice as many times to have the game being bought within the same household.
I agree with that logic, and I know that that's going to be the case with like Star Fox, for example. But around that time, too much is coming out, man. I know that out of everything that they announced, Final Fantasy VII, the last one of the trilogy, they said is going to be coming out. I mean, I know that's 2027, but Halo is going to be coming out. No way is Ocarina going to be selling more than all those.
I do.
I think it will be Halo. There will be some people that go back and play it, but
I don't know. Okay, well, I would love to see. I would love to be wrong because I love Zelda. So,
we're all gonna play Halo, right?
we better be playing Halo together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it'll be like back in my college days.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
High school days, even actually.
That was
Whoa,
the
whoa, whoa.
Gunner game. I'm not saying I was good at this game, but that was probably the best game best I got at a Gunner game was Halo.
Yeah, and now that it's going to be third person too, it'll make me more interested in it. One game that I was most excited for, though, during Summer Games Fest was Gen Atlas. I've been talking about this game since like forever. Even mentioned it many episodes on this pod. I just didn't have a name officially yet. So that's the new game by the creators of Shadow and Ico and all them, Shadow of the Colossus. Gen Design. They finally announced more gameplay of it. It's called Gen Atlas, and it looks amazing. Oh my goodness. I want that game in my hands right now. But other than Ocarina of Time, I would have to say that that is like my number one most anticipated for me. What about you guys? Did you have most anticipated out of everything you saw?
That game does look pretty cool.
Oh my gosh. Well, you should watch the teaser for it that came out. I think it was the Summer Game Awards from last year. It might have been the year before. And then watch this new trailer. It looks so freaking good. It looks so awesome. Better payoff, but great. Any other answers?
I think
10 years. That game has been in development for like 10 years. I've been waiting for it. So, sorry just for the enthusiasm.
Hey, can't rush perfection.
Exactly.
It is true. I think it was a little bit of a nice side note, and I know it's a subgenre we don't really talk about, but with fighting games, they announced Tifa for Street Fighter 6. That was hilarious.
That is funny. Yeah.
I remember
I was not
like,
expecting that whatsoever.
That was great. Oh, but absolutely. Anticipated as they did a Black Flag trailer, but no.
They did, yeah.
They did. And that's something to look forward to in a few weeks. But I would probably go with Code Veronica. I think that is going to be when they announce Claire, with that facial, reveal with everything. I know everyone went nuts.
Have you played the Resident Evil remakes at all? I thought you said you hadn't, right? I thought we talked about that before.
I haven't, but the thing is I know we've talked about this with ourselves. It's one of those subgenres where you don't really play, but you love to see people watch. I have spent hours to see people just do like, doing the subathons and, donations
Okay.
and stuff like that
So
of
big
games.
like
So
streamer or like gameplay watcher of
Resident
Resident
Evil
Evil.
ones, especially with the last few, like Biohazard and the remakes of 2, 3, 4 now recently that everyone's going gangbusters for, which in my opinion is probably right now the best Resident Evil game of 4. I really do. I really put it up there. And I'm not a Leon fan, but it's the fact of
How can you not be?
I know.
Shame.
But I think it's just a really good game that brings in the elements of when you think of what a Resident Evil game should be. That is the statement right there.
Oh, that's good. What about you, Matt?
I didn't watch it.
Well, you had to have seen something though. You still have social media and everything. Nothing has come across your feeds.
Only what you guys told me, and well, Inspired.
All right. Oh, then what have we encouraged you the most to buy?
Well, that Atlas game looks pretty good. I won't play the Zelda game. I've never really been a Zelda guy.
You can't say that. You can't say that. You haven't played Ocarina. Ocarina is like the best game ever, man.
You know what? Just for you, I will try it when it comes out. I just gotta buy
the classic one.
Whoa! Let me play the new one and then I can go backwards and play that one.
You won't go backwards after you play the new one. You'll never go backwards.
So you're saying you will never go back and play the original?
No, I will because I love it. But after you've experienced the new version of it, you're never going to go back.
But if I love it, then I would go back, right?
Well, I would love it. So hey, I hope that's the case.
Wait, do you actually have the? Was that in your library?
What, the original?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go on my account, because you have my old Switch still, you can just go on the eShop, I think, right? Or do you not have access to that anymore?
No, I think I still have access to it. I just
if you go on like the Nintendo online shop things, they have it on there on the N64 one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so for free.
Yeah, so I'll try it.
Oh, chat. There is one thing I did learn from this wonderful experience with these guys over the past weekend. I know.
Are we in trouble?
I can spank Zach in Mario Kart World.
Hey, I wouldn't say spank, man. We were first and second, all right? And you wouldn't do knockout with me afterwards.
And the gameplay between you two was like so different. Sweet's just like kind of like moseying through it, like, and you're over here like, and he would still win. I'm not saying much because you beat me every time, so.
Yeah, well, it was fun being able to play Mario Kart World because neither of these guys have Switch 2, so this was the first time that we played it all together. Just for anybody
for now, before it goes up to $800. But yes.
Yeah, well, get it beforehand. But it was really fun playing with them. I whooped Matt, and then Sweet played me, and
I got a good question for you for the final topic with this, and I'll say it. What was the greatest announcement for all video games of all time? Like, what is your greatest one?
So Sweet, do you mean like out of all announcements like ever and that we've watched growing up throughout the years?
All time.
Okay. All right. I do think that I have an answer to that. Matt, did you want to go first, or do you want me to go first to bide you some time?
Yeah, no, you can go first.
I definitely have had quite a few that I've just been sitting in anticipation of, especially because back in the day, I used to help with like dev testing some of these games that are in early development. So I've just been like on the edge of my seat waiting for them to come out because I've been in like back and forth communication with those developers all the while anyway. But the ones that I've seen announced that I've been just waiting for, one of them was actually The Last Guardian, which is by the same guys who are making Gen Atlas that I was just going crazy about. Because when they announced it originally, it was supposed to come out for the PlayStation 3, and it was just in development for so long that PlayStation 4 wasn't like well out by that point that it actually released. So the graphics looked more like PlayStation 3 and everything, but great game. Great payoff for all of the wait, but it was a really long wait.
How about you, Matt?
For me, I would have to probably say Wrath of the Lich King in World of Warcraft.
Skip him. Yeah. Skip him. Sweet. What's your answer?
It's tied for 2. When they first seen the first trailer, and I will never forget it because I believe because it goes up now. It was a state of play in which they did a sneak peek of Wolverine, and I remember the trailer was just the hand and it's at a bar and then all of a sudden you see the claws come out.
Well, that was a recent one, actually.
And then right after that, they did a trailer for Spider-Man 2. So I remember that was awesome.
So that was like 2002, 2022, 2023,
yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yep. And then when they announced the trailer for Assassin's Creed Origins, that one was absolutely awesome. But yeah, those are my main 2.
Whoa! I mentioned the games I like a lot, and you say skip that. I say World of Warcraft. Go to obviously.
Yeah, you're like Lich King.
World of Warcraft is one game, and Sweet at least has like what 20 Assassin's Creeds that he can mention.
Yeah.
Actually, the game I'm honestly getting the most excited for to come out within the next year or two is Fable 5.
Yes.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Did you see the Xbox? Oh, yeah. You said no, right?
No.
They announced more of it anyway. They showed a little bit more. Looks awesome. Because
I
actually haven't gotten a chance of playing those classic Fables. I used to watch like some of my friends play them, but I haven't played any of them beginning to end. So do you think that this would be a good starting point from everything you know of Fable? Or should I go back and play the classics first?
Yeah, you should go back and play the classics. I forget which one it is, but one of them I played like an absurd amount.
Fable 2. I bet you anything it's Fable 2.
It's whichever one you can like buy businesses or like houses in the game or something like that.
It might be 3 then, actually.
Yeah, I have the games. Actually, look, it is Fable 3.
Oh, no way. Oh, my gosh. That's perfect.
There you go.
For all of our audio-only listeners, he's literally holding up the game to the camera.
I played it so much.
That is awesome.
Back in the day.
Why do you just have that on the floor next to you? How ironic is that?
Just in case I ever want to break it out.
Yeah.
No, I have a box with all my old video games over here because we're still not fully unpacked, and yeah, I'm surprised I even keep these old video games. Do you keep like all your old video games, even like the scratched up ones? Because I understand some of them like, oh, it's kind of collector.
Well, most of them are like in a pile in my mom's basement somewhere, but I do have like a few, and I know that for the Switch 1, I did buy some physical ones, so I did actually add them over my shoulder right there under that bookshelf. You can't really see them very well, but I tried to slowly start adding more stuff to this room. So very minimal right now, but solid video games. Physical cartridges were one thing that I was like, well, I have a bunch of these. I'll just throw them behind me.
There you go.
We need to start
I don't own a lot of physical stuff anymore.
Yeah, I know.
We need to start decorating our backgrounds.
Yeah, I know. You decorated with a vacuum this time, it looks like.
No, it's a guitar.
That's what. Before we started, Sweet thought it was a guitar.
We definitely have to start once I move this around. We got to start having like.
Man, you've said this for so many episodes now. I'm starting to believe you less and less.
You haven't even added one thing.
Hey, I just said I added, look, 2 Guitar Hero remotes behind me, a bunch of games on that bookshelf right there.
Honestly, I could not see
All
the
right.
Guitar Hero
If I
things
get
the
something
entire
for you
episode.
both, will you start?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
you don't have to
I
get it.
started, man. I'm way ahead of Matt.
He
Right.
has Guitar Hero guitars you can't see because his.
Look, you can see him. Look.
Yeah, now you can.
All right, this is not interesting for anybody who's listening. So,
Okay.
moving on anyway. So, as we're getting to the end of the episode, before we go, I did just want to quickly mention our summer box office movie blockbuster competition type of updates that we're having. And that's what I've decided this is officially going to be called, okay? So, summer box office movie blockbuster.
That's a freaking mouthful, man.
But way back when, for anybody who hasn't been following along, we did have an episode way back in episode 13 called Summer Mode, where each of us chose 4 movies releasing this summer to see which of us could choose the highest grossing movies at the global box office. So now that summer has officially started and several have actually released, I was looking at numbers the other day. So have either of you been keeping tabs on any of your movies?
Yeah, I'm dominating
No.
right now. Of course, I
Well,
only have 2.
I haven't had any of mine release, in fairness.
Yeah.
I'm dominated.
Yep.
But yes,
Yeah,
you
well-
are actually doing pretty darn well.
Yes.
Well, just as a reminder for anybody who's listening of who had what movies, Matt had Spider-Man, The Furious, Masters of the Universe, and Stop That Train. Sweet had Mando and Grogu, Supergirl, Scary Movie 6, Paw Patrol, and I had Toy Story, The Odyssey, Moana, and Minions and Monsters. So far only a handful have come out. I know Mando, Masters of the Universe just came out. Scary Movie came out, right? Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, so how are your numbers doing, if anybody has been keeping up?
Mando has
I'm pulling it up, too.
298. Yeah, 0.6 globally, million. And then Scary Movie has 105.5. So over 400 million domestic globally. So
Nice.
that's a very good start.
Wait, domestic or globally?
Globally.
You said both.
globally.
Yeah, they're 2 different things. Wait,
Tired.
are we going domestic or are we going global?
We're going
We're
global.
Yeah, looks like you are doing pretty darn well. Star Wars ended up doing better than I was anticipating myself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah, what is yours? Masters of the Universe, right, Matt?
Yeah, global sales right now is 61 mil, but it just came out.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see Stop That Train.
No.
Cannot wait to see those numbers.
Watch, we're all gonna go watch that together now. I'm gonna force you guys. I'm gonna buy tickets for all 3 of you. That's what I'll do. I'll just keep buying tickets to help the sales out.
You'll be the only one who's bought tickets to Stop That Train.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden in the news it would be like, "Stop That Train made this much in the opening weekend. People are buying tickets out," and then bam.
That would be impressive if you're going to pay for all of that.
Yeah, though. I actually typed this into AI and it says, "Zach, you made $0, so you lost."
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, it's not done until Labor Day, right?
Toy Story is gonna make a lot of money. I think the Odyssey.
Yeah, it's gonna make a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I
Like
can't
Toy
wait till-
Story could easily hit $1 billion.
Oh,
Yes.
you think so? Well, I
Yeah.
guess
I think-
global, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
global. And then the
Globally, I think-
Odyssey.
Yeah.
Odyssey, I would say 600 mil.
Yep. I think
Okay.
Supergirl's gonna be 1 billion.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I don't think 1 billion. I think if anything's going to come close to 1 billion, I would guess it's going to be Spider-Man. Toy Story's coming out soon, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no, Toy Story's gonna definitely probably hit $1 billion. Toy Story 4 hit over $1 billion.
Superman last year did about 600 million.
Yeah. Okay. That's
So-
what I thought. I would think like maybe 800 after the success of it, because I know it also did well on streaming, but
Right.
I honestly think Stop That Train's probably gonna be the number 1.
get out of here. Get out of here. I'm wondering if Masters of the Universe, though, is going to catch on really hot globally, because I saw a trailer for it and it looks way better than I was anticipating. But who knows? We'll see. We'll see. Keeping track of them. Any other life updates for you guys, though, pod-wise or otherwise?
Just not to sidetrack us too much more, but this I asked Gemini whose list is most likely going to win.
Yep.
It called out Zach's thing. Zach's is.
Oh, of course I'm going to win. I put a lot of thought into my list, actually.
Who's winning the ice cream bet?
Hey, well, there's no winner with that one. We're just literally tracking our numbers.
The winner is whoever has consumed the most, because that means they were the happiest.
Oh, no, I like that.
Oh,
right.
That is so stupid.
Winner gets a gallon of ice cream of their choice.
Yeah.
At that point, they're not going to want no more ice cream.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah, that was going to be a long one, though. We won't find out closer to realistic numbers until close to the end of the year. With so,
but I haven't
for anybody who's keeping up.
I think. Oh no, I think I've had a pint total.
A pint.
Yeah, a pint.
Yeah, how many ounces is that, Matt?
I don't know. You got AI. Ask it.
Oh my God.
We have a list
16.
where we're all typing our numbers in, and Matt types 1 pint, even though I specifically had in the categories to put ounces. Well, life updates for me, though. I know I'm just trying to determine what summer projects I can finish up around the house as the weather's consistently been warm. So it looks like me and the wife have quite a long list of things to keep up on, the porch being one of them. Sweet. So thank you again for that.
Yeah, there you go. Breaking ground.
Thanks.
Breaking ground.
But other than that, just finalizing our summer vacation plans with friends and stuff. All right. Well, let's finish up, guys. This has been another exciting episode of the Wake Game Sleep podcast. You can find us, as always, on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, basically wherever. So please be sure to like, comment, and tell every single person that you have ever interacted with in your entire life about the Wake Game Sleep podcast. Please. Thanks for listening, and we look forward to being back with you guys soon to talk about video games and whatever else happens to cross our minds at the time. All right. Bye, everyone.
Peace.
Have a nice night, guys.